Alright guys, I'm going to be showing you how to create test. I'll log in as an admin. You would most probably log in as a teacher because you will be a teacher adding the marks. Now I'm logging in as an admin simply because I don't want to log in as individual teachers and add those marks. So I'll just log in as an admin because when you're an admin, you can access all the other teachers. So let's go to the academic year is 2022. And as admin, you can move to any academic year you want. I prefer to stay in the future. So let's have a look. We're going to senior one. All these students are doing the same subjects. The only subject they're not doing is religious studies. So we shall use religious studies to show how you can add a subject onto each student and even the papers, and then we see how we can create a test and of course enter the marks, and we see the grading. So let's have a look at how we add. You can decide to add, oh, I'm using a very different account for this thing. Okay, sorry, but let us go on with that. Let's add history this way. Sorry, religious studies. So when you click here, you'll add religious studies to every student. Okay. And then religious studies as papers here. The papers you can basically add them like this, paper 1, paper 2, or that would be tedious to do for all the students in your class. So the best thing you could do is just come here and click this paper icon, many people, and just assign to everyone. Okay, so paper 1 is assigned. Let's assign paper 2. Paper 2 you could decide to say we're giving to art students only. That's if they're the only ones doing. But in this case, we're just trying to say everybody does it. So that's what we're going to do. So that's another way of assigning. So now when we come to any of the students, starting with this guy, we shall see that he's doing both paper 1 and 2, religious studies. The same for this guy. He's doing also paper 1 and 2 because we added that. So if someone does only paper 1, you just add paper 1 to them. Basically like that. So let's have a look at how a teacher can basically create a test. This is test at grade level. So the test here, they have already created that this will be the test that will be done for this term. It will be beginning of term, mid-term, and end of term. So we're going to use a mid-term for our experiment here. So let's say who are the teachers for mid-term. I went too far back. The teachers that teach religious studies are Ayaro and Babara, so we don't need to go to these people. So Ayaro here will come and create a test. That's how you create a test. We're in term 1 and we're going to midterm, and it's religious studies, and the paper is paper 1. Let's say it's going to be out of 100 and the weight will be 50. We shall talk about weights later on. And then we said this one also is teaching, I think, now paper 2. So it's senior 1 we're dealing with, it's term 1, it's midterm we're dealing with, it's religious studies we're dealing with, and it's teaching paper 2, and we can say the weight can be like 50. So 15 paper 2, 15 paper 1 makes 100. And that's our weights. We shall talk about weights. So now we have added the test. We forgot to just do it to add the students and put the marks at once. So after creating the test, you click here on that test, and then you add the students. So add all the students doing that test, doing that paper. So then you can just put the marks. So that's it. And then we go to next teacher. There is Barbara, who is teaching history, sorry, religious studies. Space, paper 2, okay. So we add the students who are doing paper 2. It will look for students doing paper 2. And then we can put the marks. We got 90. So that's it. You have added. So for this paper 1, the teacher can decide to say, okay, I'm positioning by position, I'm printing them out. And that's it. Could decide to say, I want to print based on gender. And then it will arrange based on gender. Yeah, so pretty much we're done with that. So the teachers have added, that's how you create a test and add students to it and then enter the marks for the students. So that's very easy. Now we go to the grades here, the tests are here. We can decide to choose all these. We'll look at midterm here. And then we print them all at once. Okay, we just go and do print. But I want us to view. We can decide to say, oh, we're going to only view those in arts for midterm. Preview. It will show you everything here, including our religious studies. We have just put 1 paper 2, and that's it. It's graded everything. Even the comments are here, just left for the class teacher to sign, which we shall also automate that. I'll show you where class teachers can upload their signatures, and head teacher can also upload his signature, and then do that. And then this is a QR code which gives information that is quite unique to this report card, just to stop forging. If people try to forge, it can be easy to verify. I'll scan, but you not see it on video, as you had. So this says it's midterm, term 1, and then gives the unique code for Jinana Anthony, which is the person here. Yep. And the comments are also there, which are very nice comments. Let's have a look at those in Central. It just shows 1 out of those. So in Central, you can check here just to show that you really look at Central. So you can see all the marks. Some were added earlier on. And here we have our religious studies, which we added. Shows you paper 1, paper 2. And it also, does that. Now the rating here is based on what has been stated here. If we say we're going to use the distinction 98 rating, that's just name of a rating, okay? For example, here, when we do this, we choose the rating we're going to use. Now, in this case, we're using distinction 98, which is here the grading scale. You can actually create another, and give it a different name, and then choose that to be your grading. So you can say distinction 1 starts at maybe 80%, distinction 2 maybe starts at whatever, and it goes on and on. So, fellas, that's how you really create a test as a teacher, add students to that test, enter the marks for that test, and pretty much that's it. Thank you so much.